Right, shalom coming to you in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua Wahara Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Salutations unto the Akim that continue to push the word in truth and in sincerity. Um, you know, I was just doing something, but this thought came across, this scripture really came across, my mind, and I just stopped to, make a quick one on this. And pretty much, man, 2 Timothy chapter 3, and we're beginning to see these things, and pretty much individually, I mean, I can't be too concerned about the next man. You look out for your brother and stuff, and if you see your brother going off or whatever, you can tell him and stuff like that. Whatever the case may be, man. But pretty much our main focus, our main person to be, in charge of first and foremost is ourselves, man. Okay, and with that said, like I said, this passage of scripture came across my mind, and I'm just gonna read through it real quick. It's Second Timothy chapter 3, and let me start from 1, and it says, "This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy." And the disobedient to parents bit, yeah, that could apply to your biological parents, man. I look at the generation just under me, and the way you be on the street, you be on the bus, even some of this stuff goes viral of how children have spoken to their parents on the bus and stuff, and it's like, the way they speak to their parents, I couldn't speak to my parents like that, okay, because there would be some serious repercussions following shortly after. Okay, but more so, this is speaking about your spiritual parents, the apostles and the elders on down, man. Okay, being disobedient, trying to change the doctrine, trying to correct them on what you now think is correct and stuff like that. That's what that means, unthankful. Okay, you learn from the apostles and men above you, but then when it comes time to giving credit, as the scripture commands, giving double honors or whatever, you don't want to acknowledge, the men that set the way for you, for me and stuff like that. That's unthankful and unholy, man. Without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despise of those that are good. Let me look up this word, incontinent. Lacking self-restraint, uncontrolled. Okay, so a lot of people just acting wild, man. Fierce, despise of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. Okay, having a form of godliness but denying the power thereof. So guess what? You can have all of these bad qualities, but it would still seem, at face value to the eye, that this is a godly person. Not every man that looks like a man of the Lord is a man of the Lord, pretty much, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. So they look the part, but really they're not operating in the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So when you understand, and when it's made evident that this person is not, rolling with the spirit, but rolling with their own vibe, which is a spirit anyway, a demonic one, then you got to turn away from such people, man. Okay, for of this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captive silly women laden with sins, led away with diverse lusts, ever learning and never being able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Because there's guys that they're always discovering new things, and this is what this really means, and this is the part 2 to what we already know of this, and so on and so forth. But they never really come to a conclusion about anything. It's just, running around like a headless chicken, as they say, busy going nowhere, So pretty much, the rest of the chapter is good, but this is the verses I just wanted to quickly touch on, man. You know, and it says, just read verse 1 again, and it says this, know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. So we're in perilous times, man, and we're in the last days for sure, and we're seeing this, man. So the number one person, the number one man to look out for, to keep control over, make sure that's doing the right thing is ourselves, man. Okay, the man in the mirror, because as it says, man, having a form of godliness, you could look like a godly person. You could basically look like a man of the Lord. I could look like a man of the Lord. That doesn't necessarily mean we're operating in, the spirit and the power of truth thereof, as it says in verse 5, man. So this is why the scripture says, examine yourselves whether it be in the faith, man. So just wanted to throw that out there, man. Quick reminder to myself first and foremost, and hopefully edifying, to you, Archeum, out there, that we gotta, maintain, a godly character, as the scripture commands us to do. Anyways, with that, man, I'm gonna say shalom.